More 80s records. Let's take a look. Wow, that was unfair. Does have a bit of ring wear.
So Joshua,
The fire of the day is this one. It's Black Sabbath. This is George Harrison's All Things Must Pass.
Oh, you're attacking.
I picked up about maybe 15 80s albums, and when I say albums I mean in the loosest terms. There might be the odd single or compilation in there, but generally most of these are actually albums. A good half of them are record shop albums, and the other half is charity shop, and there might be one odd online buy, such as this one. This Paul Young From Time to Time, the singles collection. I brought this on eBay. I was after a decent copy. I thought it was a good compilation to get, so I snapped it up. Paid a pretty penny for it. Not sure what it was now, but it was a little bit. And yeah, Paul Young From Time to Time, the singles collection. All the hits you need, such as Every Time You Go Away, and yeah, Wherever I Lay My Hat, another big hit of his. So yeah, glad to have that in the collection. I picked up a couple of Jackie Wilson singles. He had 3 of his 60s, 50s and 60s singles re-released in the 80s. 1986, he had Reap Tea, which was number 1 in 1986, and he had 2 other hits of his. I Get the Sweetest Feeling, which I think came 3rd in the charts of that year, and also Higher and Higher, which also is a very good song. Only reached 15. So yeah, he had a bit of a comeback in the 80s. Of his older hits of the past. So yeah, picked up those. Well, picked up this one, and from charity shop, I believe. And I picked up this a couple of years ago, Sweetest Feeling. And I've got Reaper Tea on a 7-inch single somewhere. So a couple of 12s there. Picked up this from charity shop. Yaz Wanted. She had a couple of hits in the late 80s, about 89. One of them being this single, The Only Way Is Up, of course. And the other hit she had was Stand Up for Your Love Rights. So yeah, a bit of Yaz. Next up, charity shop finds. Roy Coda, The Slide Area. I think this was an early 80s release. I believe it was his 10th studio album. Yeah, didn't do well in the Billboard charts. I think it was 105, so quite poorly. But it's considered a good album, and there's a couple of songs on here which are considered gems. So yeah, I picked it up for £2. Can't really complain. I'll give it a go, give it a listen, and see what I think. I think there's a Bob Dylan cover on this album. So I'd like to give that a listen. Very sort of rhythm and blues, I believe. Some of the songs. This Sting, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. Picked this up for £2. Still got its charity shop label on there. So yeah, another copy of this. Might be a bit of an upgrade to the one I have, so I thought for £2 I'll get it, and you know, if it's better than my other one, then it's a bit of a result. And you know, if not, might be able to VCLT it to someone in the future or whatever. Picked up this Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever. This could be his debut album. I do like his sort of mid-90s R&B stuff. I'm not so sure about this album, whether it will be as good as his later material. But yeah, picked this up for £1, excuse me. So in charity shop, Deborah. So yeah, give that a go, give it a listen. This is always a nice album to find in the wild, and that's the Joshua Tree U2. Fantastic album. I do have a copy of this already. This is a bit nicer version than what I have. I think my car boot find had like a bit of a pen mark on the front, and it's a little bit, you know, rough. Not too bad, but you know, had the blemishes and that. So this one's actually quite nice. Actually, it's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. So yeah, doesn't have the poster unfortunately, and it was a tenner. The record's immaculate. The sleeve is very good condition. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't leave it there in the charity shop, could I? I mean, it's U2, the Joshua Tree. So yeah, I brought this, and bit of an upgrade to what I have. So yeah, always nice to find that one. And I had another one of theirs as well, the Unforgettable Fire. This was £5, bit more cheaper. This album is not quite so popular as the Joshua Tree, but yeah, another copy of that one as well. So yeah, 2 U2s. I was quite surprised actually, because the manager said that she's had those 2 albums for a couple of weeks in the store, and I said, well, I'm quite surprised no one snapped those 2 up, and she said, yeah, well, maybe U2 isn't as popular as, you know, as they once were, you know. And I think to some degree she's right. I think they're a bit of an underrated band still. I don't know why, but there you go. They were literally right at the back of all the records. Someone deliberately put them there. Maybe they were coming back for them, I don't know. So I got in there at the right time, I guess. Picked up this from the record shop. My second-hand record shop I go, pick lots of records up. Fine Young Cannibals, The Raw and The Cooked, this album. It has the single She Drives Me Crazy in there. So very cool to have that. Aha and Stay on the Roads. This album, very nice condition of Aha. And I also have the other album, Hunting and the Low, which is in the sealed, well, in the polythene sleeve, I should say. Now this was in the pound bin, if you want to call it. Well, it wasn't a pound. It was 4 for £10. There was a deal for 4 for £10. I picked up this One Trick Pony by Paul Simon, and I picked up another album of the same, like a week or 2 before I found this one. So I bought both of them because I wanted to, you know, just because I wanted to. You know, so I like buying albums cheap and stockpiling them. That's what I do. This Paul Simon, Graceland. He said to me in the store that no one seems to buy Paul Simon. It only seems to be me that he's buying any of his records at the moment. So yeah, another one of his, Graceland, and I think this is a, I don't know, a foreign copy. It's German or something, I'm not quite sure. Oh no, maybe French, actually. Could be French. So yeah, French copy of this album. It's a very good album. It has a very well organised playlist of songs. Some albums just flow really nicely, and this one does. So yeah, copy of this. Finally get a copy of this. I have this Penthouse and Pavement by Heaven 17. It is a bit rough. It was in the cheap bin. It's a bit torn at the top. Probably can't see too well, but yeah, it's a bit sort of torn here. So yeah, pick this one up, and yeah, I like a bit of East 17, Heaven 17, and yeah, I have another album of theirs, the Luxury Gap as well. So put those back to back in the sleeve, keep them good, keep them safe. I did a little video a while ago of like really nice album covers, stunning 80s records or something I called it. And I should have included this in there, for some reason I didn't. It's Paul McCartney, Broad Street, and it was in the record shop, and the condition of it is like, it's excellent. It's, you know, really good condition. It's almost like new. So I brought it to you know, as an upgrade from my charity shop beat up version. I also included the No More Lonely Nights 12-inch single in there. Shoved that in there. So I like to put my singles with the original albums, keep them all together. And there you go. That's the lot. So yeah, a lot of 80s albums, and yeah, I've had those for a little while now. Actually, been building up, meaning to do a video. So there you go. Yeah, the weather's cooled off a bit. It's a bit more bearable now, so we can go out and not get cooked to death as much. Nights are drawing in a little bit sooner now. So yeah, everything's good. I'm well. Hopefully you're well, and yeah, until next time I make a video, keep well, keep safe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.